sleeps beneath a silver storm. Streetlights bleed like ghosts against the dawn. Your shadow lingers in the window pane, like a beautiful wound that never fades away. I hear your name inside the pouring rain, a forbidden prayer I still can't erase. Every heartbeat drags me back to you, to a love too wild, too dark, too true. And every lonely road I walk tonight still carries traces of your fading light. Oh, I'm dancing with your memory in the crimson rain where you left me. Every scar still burns your name, every flame still feels the same. You were heaven dressed in black, a sweet addiction pulling me back. Though the stars have turned to dust, you're the only ghost I trust. The moon hangs low above the empty sea, like an old photograph of what could be. I taste the silence on my trembling lips and drown inside the echo of your kiss. The years have carved their lines across my face, but time could never steal your embrace. You're the fire hidden underneath the aching truth I still believe. And every shattered dream I try to hide still finds a way to bring me to your side. Oh, I'm dancing with your memory in the crimson rain where you left me. Every scar still burns your name, every flame still feels the same. You were heaven dressed in black, a sweet addiction pulling me back. Though the stars have turned to dust, you're the only ghost I trust. If love is madness, let me lose my mind. If love is darkness, you're the light I find. I cross 1,000 winters, I'd bleed 1,000 tears just to hear your voice again, whisper through the years. Oh, I'm drowning in your memory, like a restless tide inside of me. Every wound becomes a rose, every thorn still softly glows. You are thunder in my veins, the sweetest pleasure, deepest pain. And when my final night arrives, your love will still be alive. The rain keeps falling, the night grows old, but your name remains written in gold. And somewhere beyond these broken skies, my heart still waits for your eyes. Found your photograph inside an old black coat, hidden like a secret neither one of us had spoke. The edges worn by lonely years, the ink still stained with silent tears. The fire burned low in the midnight room, casting shadows where our loved ones bloomed. Every corner whispers your name, and nothing in this house has changed. The clock keeps turning, but my soul stands still, trapped between your goodbye and my stubborn will. The last rose bleeds tonight beneath a pale and broken light. Its crimson petals touch the floor like the love we're fighting for. And though the world says let you go, you're the only truth I know. If heartbreak is the price of paradise, then let the last rose bleed tonight. The ocean crashes against the rocks below, like the rage inside a man who can't let go. I've crossed 1,000 sleepless nights, chasing ghosts beneath neon lights. Your laughter lingers in the dark, like a fading hymn inside my heart. A melody I can't replace, a sacred wound time can't erase. And every storm that shakes the sky above only reminds me of the violence of love. The last rose bleeds tonight beneath the pale and broken light. Its crimson petals touch the floor like the love we're fighting for. And though the world says let you go, you're the only truth I know. If heartbreak is the price of paradise, then let the last rose bleed tonight. Maybe heaven was never meant for souls like ours, too wild for peace, too reckless for the stars. We love like fire consumes the night, beautiful beautiful, dangerous, and bright. If I could live 1,000 lives again, I'd choose the same sweet suffering. I'd choose your kiss, I'd choose your pain. I'd walk straight through the rain. The last rose bleeds tonight, its beauty fading out of sight. Yet every falling crimson tear makes your memory reappear. And when my final breath is gone and every lonely song moves on, the angels may forget my name, but they'll remember why I came. For one love, one heart, one endless fight, and the last rose still bleeds tonight. The candles die, the shadows grow, but somewhere in the dark I know your heart still beats inside my own. And though I'm standing here alone, I am not alone. I am not alone. You walked into my life like a midnight flame. No warning signs, no mercy in your name. The room grew silent when your eyes met mine, like faded cross to forbidden line. Your perfume lingered on my soul for days, a beautiful curse wrapped in velvet haze. Every smile was a loaded gun, and I was already undone. I should have run, I should have known, but lonely hearts are made of stone until somebody breaks them open. You're my velvet poison, sweet and slow. The deeper I fall, the less I know. Every kiss leaves a scar, every touch starts a fire. You're the wound I can't heal, the sin I still desire. And I drink your darkness like expensive wine. If losing myself means you'll still be mine. Moonlight drips across the bedroom floor like silver tears from a forgotten war. The sheets remember every whispered lie, every promise that refused to die. Your lipstick stain remains upon my glass, a ghostly relic of a fading past. Yet every night I hear your voice, and somehow I still have no choice. The world moves on, the years grow cold, but some obsessions never grow old. You're my velvet poison, sweet and slow. The deeper I fall, the less I know. Every kiss leaves a scar, every touch starts a fire. You're the wound I can't heal, And I drink your darkness like expensive wine. If losing myself means you'll still be mine. And if heaven asks what ruined me, I'll whisper your name softly. You're my velvet poison, my sweetest pain. The storm inside me, the endless rain. Every memory bleeds, every shadow still shines. You're the last unfinished chapter between these lines. And when the final curtain falls, when silence fills these halls, I'll still be reaching through the dark for the girl who stole my heart. The city sleeps, the candles fade, a lonely guitar continues to play. And somewhere beyond the edge of the night, your ghost is dancing in the pale moonlight. I saw your face inside a crowded train. A stranger smile brought back the pain. For one brief second, time stood still, like an old wound searching for a thrill. The city lights were blurred by rain, painting your silhouette again. Every reflection wore your eyes, every goodbye became alive. Years keep passing, but some flames refuse to die. They hide beneath the ashes, waiting for the night. I'm still living in the ashes of your halo, lost beneath the shadow of your glow. You were the angel that taught me how to fall. The sweetest rise, the hardest fall of all. And every midnight prayer I say still carries your name away, like smoke beneath a blood-red sky. Your love survives, though we said goodbye. The records spin our favorite song, the melody where we belonged. A slow guitar begins to cry, and suddenly you're by my side. The whiskey burns, the memories bloom. Your perfume still survives this room. 1,000 roads have called my name, yet every road leads back again. Some hearts recover, some hearts move on. Mine became a cathedral. After you were gone, I'm still living in the ashes of your halo, lost beneath the shadow of your glow. You were the angel that taught me how to fall. The sweetest rise, the hardest fall of all. And every midnight prayer I say still carries your name away, like smoke beneath a blood-red sky. Your love survives, though we said goodbye. If love were kind, it would have let us fade. If love were merciful, it would have stayed. But love is neither. Love is a storm wearing beautiful eyes. Love is a knife wrapped in velvet disguise, and I'd still choose you again and again, even knowing how the story ends. I'm still living in the ashes of your halo, where every memory burns like gold. You were the light inside my darkest years, the reason for my smiles, the source of all these tears. And when the stars abandon the sky, when every dream has said goodbye, I'll carry what remains of us beyond the end of time. The night grows quiet, the orchestra fades, only the guitar remains. One final note, one final flame, and somewhere beyond the darkness, I hear you whisper my name. The church bells echoed through the pouring rain as I stood alone beneath your name. The stained glass angels watched in silence, while memories returned like violence. The candles trembled in the cold, like promises we couldn't hold. Your ghost was dancing down the aisle, wearing that unforgettable smile. Some loves are blessings, some loves are scars. Ours became a legend, written across the stars. Welcome to the Cathedral of broken lovers, where lonely hearts still pray for one another, where every tear becomes a river and every goodbye lasts forever. You're the hymn I cannot forget, the sweetest sin I still regret. And though heaven closed its doors above, I still worship our impossible love. The years have silvered all my hair, but your shadow's always waiting there. Inside old songs in smoky bars, inside the silence between stars. I've kissed strangers hoping they'd become the echo of what we'd once been. But every road I wander through only led me back to you. The night grows older, the memories remain. Love may disappear, but longing stays the same. Welcome to the Cathedral of broken lovers, where lonely hearts still pray for one another, where every tear becomes a river and every goodbye lasts forever. You're the hymn I cannot forget, the sweetest sin I still regret. And though heaven closed its doors above, I still worship our impossible love. If I could rewrite destiny, I'd still choose every wound, every sleepless night, every storm, every ruined moon. Because for one brief lifetime, you were mine. And some miracles are worth the pain they leave behind. Welcome to the Cathedral of broken lovers, where fading dreams still find each other, where shattered hearts become art and distance never tears apart. searching for your love. The rain keeps falling, the candles slowly disappear. The old guitar plays one last melody, and somewhere beyond the darkness, beyond the years, beyond the sorrow, I see you waiting. The bar was almost empty, just smoke and fading light. A lonely jukebox playing old songs into the night. Then you walked through the doorway like a scene from black and white, with danger in your smile and stars within your eyes. I should have turned away, I should have let you pass, but some hearts chase forever what they know will never last. And suddenly the room disappeared, leaving only you and me here. Like cigarettes after midnight, you burn slow in my veins. A beautiful disaster, a pleasure wrapped in pain. You tasted like forever, but vanished with the dawn. Now every night without you feels endlessly long. And though you left me broken, I'd still relive that night. My dark and shining angel, my cigarettes after midnight. The rain was falling softly against the hotel glass, while city lights below us look like ghosts from the past. You spoke about tomorrow as if it could be ours, while shadows danced around us beneath the sleeping stars. Your fingers traced all scars across these aging hands, as if you understood everything I am. And for one fragile moment in time, I believed your soul was mine. Like cigarettes after midnight, you burn slow in my veins. A beautiful disaster, a pleasure wrapped in pain. You tasted like forever, but vanished with the dawn. Now every night without you feels endlessly long. And though you left me broken, I'd still relive that night. My dark and shining angel, my cigarettes after midnight. prayer heaven never answered, a memory too alive to die. I still keep your last letter inside the pocket of my coat, not because I need it, but because I need you. Like cigarettes after midnight, your ghost still fills the air. I find you in the silence, I find you everywhere. In every lonely highway, in every passing train, in every faded melody that calls your name again. And when my heart stops beating, when darkness takes the light, I'll be searching for your shadow beyond the edge of night. The city sleeps beneath the rain, the bartender turns off the lights. One final guitar note, one final memory, and a lonely man still waiting for a love that disappeared with sunrise. I met you where the ocean kissed the storm, a restless soul too beautiful to warm. The sunset bled across the fading sky, like a wounded dream refusing to die. You wore your sorrow like a crown of gold, 1,000 untold stories in your soul, and every word you whispered in the dark left another flame inside my heart. Some people come and go like passing rain, but you became the thunder in my veins. Black roses never die, they bloom beneath a broken sky. They grow from every tear we've cried, every secret we tried to hide. And though the world keeps turning on, and every trace of us is gone, your love remains wild and untamed, a fire no darkness could contain. Black roses never die. The highway stretched beneath the moonlit haze as we disappeared into reckless days. Old motels, neon lights and empty bars, chasing forever beneath shattered stars. You laughed while dancing in the pouring rain, like some tears inside your eyes, and knew some loves were born to sacrifice. The years may steal the strength from these old hands, but not the memory of where we once stood. Black roses never die. They bloom beneath the broken sky. They grow from every tear we've cried, every secret we tried to hide. And though the world keeps turning on, and every trace of us is gone, your love remains wild and untamed, a fire no darkness could contain. Black roses never die. You weren't an angel, you weren't a saint. You were chaos wrapped in velvet, a masterpiece covered in paint. And I wasn't a hero, I wasn't a king, just a lonely man who found heaven in dangerous things. If loving you was my greatest mistake, then I never wanted saving. Black roses never die, even when the stars are banned in the sky, even when the rivers all run dry, and the echoes say goodbye. Because somewhere beyond time and fate, beyond every locked and rusted gate, your heartbeat still survives in mine, like an old forgotten rhyme. And when my final night arrives, when the last guitar softly cries, I'll carry your name into the light. Because black roses never die. Ooh, the rain has stopped, the city sleeps, the moon hangs low above the sea. One last cigarette, one last memory, and an old man still in love with a ghost who taught his heart how to bleed beautifully. The ocean was sleeping beneath winter skies, silver waves reflecting the sorrow in my eyes. I walked the shoreline where we used to run, back when forever felt young. Your footprints vanished long ago, carried away by tides I couldn't hold. But every grain of sand still knows the story that refuses to grow old. The Stars keep changing places, the seasons fade away, yet your memory returns with every lonely day. When the moon forgot your name, I was the only one who stayed, holding on to fading echoes, to promises the night betrayed. You disappeared into the dark, but never left my heart. And though the sky erased your trace, I still remember every part. When the moon forgot your name, I loved you just the same. An old guitar rests beside my chair, its strings still humming with your prayers. Every melody I play tonight feels like reaching for a distant light. The years have carved their map on me, like rivers running through old stone. But no matter where life carried me, I always came back alone. The world keeps turning circles while I remain behind, guarding a fire that refuses to die. When the moon forgot your name, I was the only one who stayed, holding on to fading echoes, to promises the night betrayed. You disappeared into the dark, but never left my heart. And though the sky erased your trace, I still remember every part. When the moon forgot your name, I loved you just the same. Maybe love was never meant to last forever. Maybe love exists to change us forever. You were not my ending, you were not my beginning. You were the beautiful chapter that made the whole story worth reading. And if I had one more night, one more dance beneath the stars, I'd spend every second looking into your eyes instead of fearing goodbye. When the moon forgot your name, the heavens may have looked away, but every beat inside my chest still calls for you today. And when my final sunset falls, when silence fills these empty halls, I'll follow every fading light until I find you in the night. When the moon forgot your name, became your flame. The sea grows quiet, the wind grows still. An old man closes his eyes, and somewhere beyond the horizon, beyond the years, beyond the pain, a familiar voice whispers softly, I'm here. I'm here. I found you in a room full of strangers, dressed in midnight and mystery. The smoke curled slowly around your silhouette, like a scene from a forgotten dream. You never promised heaven, you never claimed to stay, but every glance you gave me stole another piece away. The piano played in shadows, the whiskey tasted cold, yet your touch felt like a fire no winter could control. I knew your love was dangerous the moment our hearts collided, but some men chase salvation, and some chase the lightning. The devil wore your eyes, blue as a dying summer sky. You kissed me like forever, then vanished with the night. Every wound became a memory, every memory became a flame. And even now I whisper your beautiful name. The devil wore your eyes, and I gladly paid the price. We drove beneath deserted stars, through cities sleeping in the rain. Two lonely souls outrunning time, two lovers dancing with pain. The radio played old love songs, while headlights painted silver lines. You rested softly on my shoulder, as if the world was finally kind. For a moment I believed nothing could pull us apart, but every paradise carries a hidden dark. And when the storm arrived, you disappeared like smoke, leaving only echoes and promises half spoken. The devil wore your eyes, blue as a dying summer sky. You kissed me like forever, then vanished with the night. Every wound became a memory, every memory became a flame. And even now I whisper your beautiful name. The devil wore your eyes, and I gladly paid the price. forgotten. They're meant to become legends. You were the wildfire that turned my quiet life to ash, and I'd burn again just to feel your warmth. The devil wore your eyes, and heaven lived inside your smile. You shattered every wall I built and made the pain worthwhile. Now every moonlit highway, every lonely hotel light carries fragments of the woman who disappeared into the night. And when my final song is sung, when the last guitar softly cries, I'll meet the darkness smiling, because the devil wore your eyes. The rain falls gently against the window pane. The city glows beneath the midnight haze. An old man closes his eyes, and somewhere in the distance, a familiar voice calls his name. Room 309 still holds your shadow, though 20 winters came and went. The curtains dance with midnight whispers, like ghosts of words we never meant. Outside the city drowns in neon, 1,000 hearts beneath the storm. But every road I've ever traveled leads back to where your hands felt warm. Some memories fade into silence, some disappear without a trace, but yours keeps knocking at my door, like thunder I cannot escape. At the hotel at the end of the rain, I still hear you calling my name, where our hearts burn bright like runaway trains, then vanished into the flames. You were my beautiful disaster, my sweetest mistake, and every mile that separates us only makes the longing ache. At the hotel at the end of the rain, I fall in love with you again. The bartender remembers our laughter, though he pretends he doesn't know. He pours another glass of sorrow and watches old regrets unfold. Your lipstick mark upon a photograph into the flames. You were my beautiful disaster, my sweetest mistake, and every mile that separates us only makes the longing ache. At the hotel at the end of the rain, I fall in love with you again. To leave scars on eternity. You were the chapter I never finished writing, the song I never stopped singing, the prayer I never stopped believing. At the hotel at the end of the rain, your ghost still dances through my veins. The years may pass, the seasons may change, but my heart remains the same. You were the fire beneath the darkness, the moon inside the tide. And even if heaven forgets our story, I'll keep it alive. At the hotel at the end of the rain, I fall in love with you again. And again. And again. The elevator hums softly, the hallway lights grow dim, an old guitar cries one last melody. The storm finally moves away, but in room 309, your memory still stays.